World War II was a massive global event that literally changed the face of the world as we know it. But what many have forgotten is that for a short period, it also changed the face of American coinage. This is because during World War II, certain metals were vitally important to the war effort, chief among them being both copper and nickel. As a result of this, the US Mint would strike a few special coins during this period, including the fabled Silver War nickels. And yes, you heard me correctly, silver nickels. From 1942 to 1945, nickel itself was so vitally important to the war effort that it was more economical for the United States to strike nickels out of silver. That way they could keep that nickel material to create more ammunition, armored plating, and even creating some of the parts of the D-Day landing craft that they would use on Normandy and Omaha beaches. This stunning collection is every single Silver War nickel struck by the US Mint during those years. All 11 coins. They were struck at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. And tonight, as a special bonus, everyone who grabs this 11 coin collection will also get a special steel cent. And yes, you heard me correctly there as well. A steel Lincoln cent. Struck for just 1 year in 1943, these rare pieces of US Mint history were taken back by the US Mint and destroyed as many as they could due to the fact the coin just simply was not designed to stand the test of time and was a true emergency issue by the Mint. Our massive 11 coin collections will arrive with every coin in beautiful, uncirculated condition, and it's item number 9056171. That's 9056171. And while our limited supplies last, these complete Silver War nickel collections are just $189.95. And at just $189.95, we are more than $330 less than our nearest competition for these living, breathing pieces of both US Mint and World War II history. You can call in at 1-866-518-5933, or you can head over to our website, abccoins.com, and head up to the search bar on the right-hand side of the page and put 905-6171. It's 905-6171 to grab the complete 11 coin set of every Silver War nickel struck by the United States Mint, with each coin in beautiful, uncirculated condition for less than $190. This same collection with our competition would cost you upwards of $520 with our competitors, and everyone who grabs this set tonight will also receive the special bonus that will arrive inside of the set itself in the top left corner, that 1943 steel cent. Now let's kick back to World War II. During that time period, the entirety of the planet, more or less, was actively fighting, which meant materials such as copper, nickel, tin were all being used to create uniforms, military materials such as bombs, ammunition casings, ammo boxes, trucks, tank treads, and the like. And as a result, those metals were automatically earmarked specifically for the war effort. So everyone did what they could. People would cut down eating meat on Fridays and Thursdays. People would cut out using sugar or other things that could be packaged up and sent over in care packages for our boys overseas. The US Mint wanted to do its part during that time because their metals, copper for the Lincoln cents and nickel for the nickel, funny enough, would become vitally important. They were high in demand materials, so much so that the US Mint decided to create special Silver War nickels during that time to help alleviate their use of the nickel metal. The result was 11 total coins across 3 years from 1942 until 1945. These coins were struck from silver, and they saw the introduction of the Philadelphia Mint mark for the first time ever. And you see, that was because they had to create a way to differentiate these nickels from the other non-silver nickels that were struck before 42 and after 45. And the only way they could do that was to make a change to the design. Though I would argue, if you ever see any of these coins in person, they look nothing like a regular nickel. The silver in these truly comes through, and they have a luster that is quite unlike anything else in the nickel series. They would put a mint mark above the dome of Monticello on the back, and that is where you will see the P mint mark appear for the first time in US Mint history. So these coins were already iconic US Mint issues due to the fact that they were struck from silver during World War II. They're also true US Mint firsts for something that collectors love more than anything, and that's mint marks and their locations or lack thereof. And there it is, the steel cent, the bonus in tonight's collection. The steel cent were struck for just 1 year in 1943. And while the cents, when they first came off the presses, looked incredible, people loved them. They were so shiny. Their only real worry was you might mistake these for a silver dime in your pocket or something similar. However, after a short period, people realized the reason we didn't use steel in our coins in the first place. It would tarnish and do so terribly. Many of those steel cents would not stand the test of time if they hadn't been destroyed by the US Mint, in which the US Mint made a very hard effort to do so. They grabbed as many of these steel cents as they could and destroyed as many as they can. These steel cents, despite that, got squirreled away because everyone knew how unique they were. When the US Mint does something for only 1 year, you always make sure you want to squirrel away a roll or two of those coins, and these steel cents got saved by everyone. The only problem was they didn't survive the test of time. To find a true, beautiful collector's piece like this today, you're looking at upwards of $15 to $20 per coin. If you were able to put the 11 coin collection of all 11 silver war nickels together with our competitors, you're looking at upwards of $520. And that's if you could even find all of the dates in this collection. Those 1944 coins are some of the hardest to find out of the group. We're more than $330 less at just $189.95. At that price, you could buy 2 of these collections. So 22 silver war nickels and still save over $140 versus our competitors' pricing. At that good of a deal, these collections are not going to last long, and it's not even taking into account the $15 to $20 bonus that you'll also receive, that 1943 steel cent. At more than $330 less than our nearest competition, these stunning collections are not going to last long. They are living, breathing pieces of both US Mint and World War II history, which means that once collectors get their hands on these sets, they rarely ever leave a collection. Call in now and grab this stunning piece of World War II history while you still have the chance, because before long, these coins too will be lost to history.